Water is. It has receded within the last week, but this is from all the spring rains during the month of May. And as we turn here, this is a boat ramp that is blocked off because the river is too high for private boats to be going in. This area will show you how high the river was up to, and they have just opened this area this weekend. Here you can see where the water is still laying on top of the ground as it receded from the river and the roads are now available. There's still water all throughout this lowland area. Going along 94 on the Missouri side, and this is just water that's laying in the fields from all the heavy rains that we have had, and just goes on and on and on. Some more of showing you the fields that are full of water, and some of them are planted, and you can just see it all just laying there. Up here is a real pretty church as you go along 94, and it's been there forever. This is another field in St. Charles, and you can see the birds. This is just nothing but water. This is where they sandbagged it. See the water there? Coming up to the Mississippi River, and I'm trying to get some pictures of the water, but I don't know what these cars, to see if you can see how high it is.
That's from the long dam down there.
That's the new Alton Dam down the river. They're showing it over on the Illinois side, how far it is. This is a bluff as we come around on the Illinois side, and this is the Illinois River. See a sailboat? You can see how high this river is. And this is from all the spring rains this year. And of course there's multiple trash and logs and that in the river that you can see just sticking up as we go along. There are some people out on the river. They are braving this high water. And we will show you there are some people with sails. And of course there will be the barges that are pushing grain up and down the river. There's a speedboat that is working on the river. You can see all kinds of floating logs and different things that the river has accumulated as it's been coming downstream. That I'm taking outside through the car window. I don't know how good they are going to be. Looks like we're coming up to a little houseboat here, and it's just going along nice and quietly in the river. Sailboat. And it is windy enough that it's moving along quite well. There's another sailboat. So on this Memorial Weekend, people are out on the river, but not as many as usually. Another sailboat. We will travel down the river to see, and there's another one right over there. See if I can bring it into us. There it is. Islands that's out in the river. And of course they're up to the very treetops with water. Another little speedboat that I'm taking through the windshield.
Principia College up there.
Principia College is on the top of these bluffs, but you cannot see the church or anything from down on the highway. I really don't know if you can see all the logs that are in the river. I'll go on down. This is the Lady of the River, where they have a festival and have all the lodges, all the ships are blessed. And this happens in the spring, usually sometime around the 1st of June. If you can see her real well, I brought her in as close as I can. Boats going along the river. Seeing another big barge. Taking pictures of the Illinois River. We haven't got to the point where it goes into the Mississippi as yet.
See them two guys.
There's a couple of guys out there skiing. I don't know if I can bring them in. And this is another island. And the two stacks that you see up there belong to Portage de Sioux, and that's in Missouri. I think.
Get away from the cliffs, or?
Yeah. On and off before that car came. Sign is to the water. This is the Illinois River. Looking up the river. And you can see there's debris in the river. And the river is very choppy today. And we are going over to where that other ferry is to get us going up to Golden Eagle, Illinois. This is looking down south. And it shows you how high the river is. I will bring it in. And you can see that the water is right up past the shoreline. And see all the houses that are on stilts. This is the other ferry that's taking the cars over to the Illinois side so they can go down the river road. As you can see, as we come up, there's all kinds of driftwood, and the water has receded, and there are some marks on the stilts that the houses were on. We're at Golden Eagle, Illinois, and I'm at the Ferry dock, Illinois, and you can see how high the water is compared to what it was a few weeks ago. In fact, it goes all the way up to almost 17 with the waves, as you will see the water come up. See how it goes up to almost 17 feet? This side is still the same. There's a log. There's quite a bit of trash still in the river. And the river is still quite choppy. This will be the Mississippi River we'll be crossing, going over into the state of Missouri. It's up the hill a little bit. In fact,
Came from Golden Eagle, Illinois, across the river. I had the mic off for just a little bit. This is where we're going, where you see those little light over there. It's all I can pull it in. That'll take us right to St. Charles. It's a stern whaler, private owned. Today because of the high water. That's Kinder's from where we came out of. Can't pull it in any better than that. He's landing it now. Debris in the river.